And I see Andrew Huberman walk right through the door. And I was speechless. Okay. So I was at Sun Life's grand opening, Sun Life Organics. I'm LA native, so they started out there. And they just opened in Soho, just right near here. And they said, hey, Sydney, could you provide us with some French squirrel, bisou, our cereal clusters for their goodie bags for the New York opening? And I was like, yeah, sure, but I'm actually in New York. Why don't I come? I don't usually do that, but I offered myself to go.
That's the best way to do it.
I brought over 100 something samples. It was all gone in 47 minutes. I was supposed to be there for like 3 hours. Okay. There were so many people. There was a line out the door with like velvet ropes. Like there were just so many people. I didn't know that they had this cult following like this. And I see Andrew Huberman walk right through the door. And I was speechless. Okay. And one of my good friends, Sean, lives here in New York, and he was there, and I wasn't going to do it because I was scared. And I didn't want to be that person. Like, there's a fine line between like cringe and shooting your shot. And he's like, just do it, just go. And he pushed me, and he's like, I'll record the whole thing. He's like, make your way in. And I had to make my way in. There were so many people, and I just went up there and I like shook his hand, and I was like, I'm a huge fan. Here's my product. And he was so nice, stoic, grounded, level-headed, and it was very inspiring because there was so much chaos going on around him. Yet he was like fully like eye contact, calm. And he asked me about the story of French squirrel, like where the name came from. He didn't ask me about the ingredients, about if it's gluten-free or refined sugar-free or vegan or whatever. He's just like, well, I love the name. Where'd the name come from? I was like, oh, that's so nice.